You're watching the Weekly Late Show on BBNBC. I'm your host, Birdie Betts. BBNBC, of course, stands for the Birdie Betts National Broadcasting Company, the second fakest news network. Before we dive into today's show, I'm just gonna say that Trevor Noah, the Trevor Noah, might have, let's just say, borrowed one of my jokes. Here's my joke. Video was William Barr. We were actually lucky enough to obtain the footage. Enjoy. Yeah, imagine if William Barr came to Capitol Hill. And then 2 weeks later, Trevor came out with this joke.
Can anyone tell me why they're removing mailboxes? Like, if they don't actually need them, then why don't they repurpose them, turn them into a trash can, or a flower pot, or a new apartment for Oscar the Grouch.
I'm gonna be totally transparent here. I'm not accusing Trevor Noah of stealing one of my jokes. And even if he did steal one of my jokes, I am honored to be stolen from by the Trevor Noah. So you could just argue that this was just a flattering coincidence. But what's the probability that one of Trevor's 25 writers chose Oscar the Grouch out of hundreds, maybe thousands of animation characters? I'm not saying he stole my joke, but what are the chances here? It's chill, Trevor. You can steal my joke anytime. I'm just saying, I'm down with you coming and stealing. Alright, back to the news. The Democratic National Convention took place last week. There were many highlights, including one of which when Michelle Obama gave a speech. During the speech, Michelle Obama said that there were 150,000 deaths. When Trump was asked to comment later that day, he said, "She was very, very wrong. I have killed more than 175,000 people. That's 25,000 more. Liz were wrong. I was right. Thank you very much." If Trump was a baseball player, he'd be told he was the 10th worst baseball player of all time. To which he would respond by saying, "Wrong. I am actually the worst baseball player to ever step foot on the earth. The statistics show it. The science proves it." This would actually be the first time Trump ever actually agreed with data. CNN said that, quote, "AOC is the future for the Democratic Party." And that's exactly the reason I think AOC is not the future for the Democratic Party. Bolsonaro, the current president of Brazil, was asked to comment about an image of his own Amazon forest burning, to which he called them a lie. I thought Trump was crazy when he called different colored graphs proving global warming a lie. This guy took it to a whole new level. He called an image a lie. It takes guts to do that. Guts that Trump doesn't have. I was doing some SAT practice and the word vice showed up. And like any other logical person, I thought of the word vice president. So I tried to find the most positive word that was written on the paper. Turns out vice means immoral. That would actually explain why Kamala is vice and Biden is running for president. But again, by that same logic, why is Trump president? Shouldn't Pence be president and Trump vice? Well, here in California, all hell is breaking loose. Not only does that north have the crazy lightning storm, but now there are over 600 fires breaking out all across California. Imagine if there was an earthquake in Southern California. You can't be inside your house because there is no house because of the earthquake. You can't go outside because of the smoke, but you can't be inside with other people seeking refuge because of COVID. So what do? Looks like Los Angeles has some of the best air quality in all of California. A phrase that nobody has said ever. You know things are bad for California when people want to go to LA just to breathe some fresh air. LA is the opposite of fresh air. Everything that gets in there stays. And it's no different whether you're considering the Valium antidepressants in the drinking water or the air. It's all recirculated. Well, Kanye West is not going to be on the ballot in Wisconsin. But walking around my neighborhood, guess who is? Well, nobody likes politicians, and that's just a fact. If a dog was to get elected as president, instead of having a White House dog, we'll have a White House human. That's going to be a first, but not much of a change from what we have now. You're watching the Weekly Late Show on BBNBC. I'm your host, Birdie Betts.